that empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup. It becomes the cup. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Yellow. Bruce Lee had said, be like water. Here in this demonstration, does he follow his own wisdom? Let's take a closer glance. So they both show each other respect before the fight starts, and they get into their stances. Bruce Lee steps into an angle and out. Notice Bruce Lee's stance. His back foot is on the ball of that foot. It's cocked and ready to explode while also retaining a bend in that leg. He's bladed standing southpaw, which hides the backhand, but he's a lead hand dominant, looking to counter incoming fire with that intercepting fist. Notice his disposition. He's very still like water. He doesn't fidget too much. He's not like a Jose Aldo constantly giving off feints. He's low rhythm, relaxed but springy and cocked for fire, still like water. So then, what is this container he can empty himself into? When his opponent provides an opening, he can flow into that container, or as we see here, he can crash into it. He's following his own philosophy. Note how his opponent breaks rhythm and charges in with his sidekick. Bruce Lee, with a quicker motion, steps in and turns his back foot out, chambers his lead leg, and sidekicks the liver, countering that engage. Timing, he's flowing into the cup as the opportunity presents itself. Instantly, Bruce Lee retracts the leg on connection and steps back into a stance. He then circles to the left, gauging the situation. The advantage of a bladed stance is the ability to move away with forward and backward footwork. This is something we see with Dmitry Bivol in the Soviet style of boxing, using the pendulum step to move in and out as he fights. Bruce Lee avoids the side kick into back kick, then parries the jab. Again, he's flowing with what is presented. His mind is empty. He's not overthinking the decision. He's reacting to the moment, flowing to the moment based upon his training, his preparation for that moment like water. Bruce Lee circles out by moving into an angle. His opponent tries to time that rhythm, but like water, he flows out, pulling that space with a jab, entering a stance ready to defend. It's an instant, springy snap. You can tell he's very calm, relaxed, like water, maintaining space. His opponent lunges in to cover that distance. This is the game Bruce Lee is playing. He's making his opponent extend, and he counters them on that extension. He reads the rhythm and reacts to it in an instant. He's flowing like water. Notice how Bruce Lee leaves that space against his opponent's first step. On the second step, engage with a jab. Bruce Lee instantly takes the inside for position and counters with his own jab, then doubles up and touches with a lead hook. This makes his opponent back off. Bruce Lee doesn't use boxing ring generalship. Instead, he stays still and turns as his opponent circles him back and forth. This time, as his opponent engages with a tighter motion, Bruce Lee parries the jab, then off that same motion, recoils and strikes with his lead, striking the eyes again, and while his opponent is dazed, trips him and strikes him on the ground. It was so fast and fluid, it had to be in flow, seamless like water. One thing Bruce Lee does a lot is cross his feet as he takes angles. This creates a moment where he can get timed on that rhythm. But he does it at a relatively safe distance, which allows him to break rhythm and time his opponent instead if they decide to engage. He's still and calm in disposition. It's lulling, alluring, it's a trap. Extends again, coming in with a spinning back kick. Bruce Lee counters with a side kick to the glutes. Note how he switched stance right after that kick to instantly resume a defensive position. Switching back, his opponent looks to time that rhythm, and Bruce Lee instantly snaps into a pull, leaving the space of that jab. There's a tendency here, with strikes that have more exaggerated or more time to pull off. He comes in with a tighter, shorter, cleaner strike to counter. He's flowing into the cup as it presents itself. As that cup presents itself. In conclusion, overall, Bruce Lee is a very defensive and still martial artist. He's much like water. He follows his own philosophy, and the influence he's had on the world of martial arts, it is truly undeniable. Here we saw him in action. What do you think of Bruce Lee? Peace.